I do custom t-shirts, whitening, makeup.
I am a GoFinity co-founder.
And I do hair. I do licensed
I do body sculpting.
I do graphic design, lashes, Botox.
I am a makeup artist, freelance makeup artist. And I'm a baker, nail tattoo artist.
Right. Well, never. That's what you told me.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Good episode.
Great episode. Business, blessings, opportunities, connections. Let's get it.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Toke and Talk with Nae, where we talk and talk about business. I'm your host, Nae LaMill, and on today's episode, we have
Come on, man.
EyeFlo.
I'm excited. I'm excited to be here.
Yes, thank you so much for being here. I'm excited for this.
Thank you for having me.
Yes,
Thank you very much for having me.
Of course. So go ahead and tell people who you are, what you do, where you from. I'm going to go ahead and spark one of these up.
Okay, now do your thing. Well, I am the facilitator. I am EyeFlo. I am from Boston. I was also raised in the Brockton and Randolph area of Massachusetts. So I grew up in different cities in Mass. So I'm just really a Mass baby. I am an active artist, primarily in the boom bap, hip hop genre, but I just make great music. I'm focused on making great music. I'm also a crumper. So that's something I'm very heavily involved in, the dance community. You know, shout out to all my people who get it going. I'm also an event curator. So I have my own annual event called the Sight for Sore Ears. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I do a lot. You know what I'm saying? I do a lot of things. I facilitate in a majority of ways. Variety of ways. This Patron, I live here. Yeah, already. Ooh, it's about to be fun.
Okay, so I do want to get into your name.
Okay.
First of all.
Yes.
Because what inspired that?
Okay, so I had different names. Like, I've come up with names, but none of them really stuck. Like, I was using like my names that people know me as, and none of them were hitting. So I'm like, okay, what's a name that represents me? What do you do? Who are you? You know what I'm saying? And one of my favorite things about, rapping is my flow. So I was like, okay, I flow. And, respectfully to myself, I know a lot of times when people see me, one of the first things they notice is my eye. You know what I'm saying? My eye is different. It's not like everybody else's. I'm very unique in that aspect. So who are you? What do you do? Well, they're going to see my eye and I flow. I flow. It just had a nice ring to it. But before anything, I'm an MC. I'm a master of ceremonies. So MC EyeFlo, it stuck. Mm-hmm. And back in the late, I would say the 80s, early 90s, MC was a common thing. You had MC Shan, MC Ren, MC Hammer. You know what I'm saying? You had different people who used and donned the name MC before their name. So that's something I'm also paying homage to as far as hip hop goes. So MC EyeFlo is that exactly.
Oh, okay. All right. So
how did you light it?
Of course.
Thank you. Okay.
So I also want to
make sure y'all, you know what I'm saying, holler at Nae. You know what I mean? She got her own lighters. Mm-hmm.
Y'all seen the episode before this? That's where I got to.
Yep, get right.
Okay, because I was also going to ask you, is that why you use I for I when you're messaging? Because when you first did it, I was like, what's he talking about?
Well, yeah, it's that. There's several reasons why I do that. I was in this chat, and I followed this page, and I noticed people were spelling it like that. So I can't say I'm the first one to do that. But also, again, seeing as how my name is EyeFlo, I'm like, okay, and it's also just when I say it's also it's coming from a place of perspective and vision, not just about myself. It's like when I'm speaking, I'm speaking from a point of perspective. So that's one reason why I spell it that way. And also now, because my name is MC EyeFlo, it's also very marketable. And now a lot of people, when they see the word I, they think of me. And not only that, people even are using I. People who have never thought about spelling I, the letter I, or referring to themselves that way, are now just doing it because they see me do it. So it's just cool. But yeah, it comes from the origin is not just one. There's several origins of that. But yeah, it works.
So what inspires you to do music?
My life. I've known music is, that's the closest thing to me. That's the main constant of my life, aside from, my family. I would say I've always had a love, a passion, and enthusiasm for music. So that's what inspires me to do it. I would say, I have different artists who have inspired me, but that's why I do it because I feel it. Music is a feeling thing for me. It's not because my friends do it or because, anything of that nature. Literally my whole life has been me and music. So I do music because I love it. and I want to be the change, that I want to see in the world. So that's really why I make music as well, to be honest.
So do you only do hip hop? Because I know that's specified on like most of your pages. Or do you tap into other genres?
I would say I do hip hop. I would say I'm expanding. I love R&B. People who are a fan of my music shouldn't be surprised if they ever catch me, doing some more melodic things. For the most part, I do specialize in hip hop, but I definitely just my musical palette, my personal playlists are all over the place. So there will come a point in time where I test out different things, different sounds that I'm not doing at this moment in time.
So besides R&B, what other things would you get into?
Shoot. Like actually making myself? It's a great question. I would never, I wouldn't fake the funk. Like, as much as I love Afro and, dance hall and reggae music, I don't know if I would ever go for that. Just because I respect the culture for real. And I don't want to be out here acting like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to sit here and try to speak patois. That's not what I speak in my real time. You dig what I'm saying? Exactly. But I would say like more like popish music. You know what I'm saying? Like Bobby Club music. You know what I mean? I would say that's pop. Definitely, maybe even like soft rock, honestly. And this sounds crazy. I'm gonna say it just because I want to make my own renditions of Negro spirituals. Yep, I want to make just like for the modern man. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not enslaved. You know what I'm saying? As far as how our ancestors were. But you know what I mean? Just feelings, just for Black men who deal with mental health struggles, for people who have relationship struggles with their, not just romantic relationships, with their brothers, their mothers, their fathers, whoever. You know what I'm saying? Just a feeling, just a trial and triumph. I don't know, just different things. I have many ideas when it comes to music. You can ask people around me. We talk about music a lot, but maybe we'll see. We'll see what happens. Time changes a lot of things. Yeah.
Do you write your own songs? Do you have a ghostwriter? Do you ghostwrite?
Nobody writes for me.
Okay, period.
Nobody writes for me. Respectfully. Respectfully. That's just not what I do. I grew up on the MCs who really took pride in writing their own music. Their pen being their words and really attacking with their pen from their mind. Those are the people who inspired me. So I'm carrying that torch as far as writing my own pen. Now, when it comes to song making in the future, I'm always going to have a hand in my own songs. But as far as my expansion, I can't say I won't ever be completely against, people of my choosing helping me compose songs. Because if I'm not somebody who's specialized in a certain field, if I can have somebody who is assist me, then why not? We can make it happen. We can make great music for the people to enjoy. That way, why not? You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Do you write for other people?
I haven't really, not on the scale that I'm on now. I haven't written for anybody else yet. No.
Okay, but would you be open to something like that though?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. So what is the easiest
That's where the money's at. Excuse me. I didn't mean to cut you off. That's where the money's at.
Oh yeah.
That's where the money's at. For real.
So what is the easiest thing for you to write about?
The easiest thing for me to write about? Honestly, that's a really interesting question, because the easiest thing to rap about is just how nice you are. Talking. Being braggadocious. Being you're not fucking with this. You know what I'm saying? Just writing or coming off the top. I guess that's where I started from, freestyling. So just coming off the top, putting things together that makes sense, but freestyling. So that's where I come from. So that's the easiest thing, I guess you could say. So if I sit down and write, if I just want to attack a song about whatever, I guess canvas is plain and I can paint it however I want. I guess that's the easiest, if you will. When it's more focused, that's when it becomes more challenging, because you have a direction that you need to go. So that's when, it's a little bit more focused and more challenging. You know what I mean? But when I have the open canvas, that's where I feel the most free. And I guess you could say the easiest. But even then, I want to challenge myself. I don't want to just sound like how I sounded in my last song. Okay,
so what is the hardest thing about doing music and trying to be in this industry?
I'm going to answer those are two questions to me. I feel like the hardest part about doing music is the balance of doing it the way you want to do it, and doing it in a way where not just your fans can receive you, but everybody can receive you, because you want to expand. I guess that's the word of the day. I guess, you want to expand your audience. You know what I mean? You do, you want to focus on yourself and your art form and how, you express yourself. But in the same breath, when you aspire to do it on a certain level, you do have to consider, even if you don't heavily, gauge and actually move and press on as far as just abiding by what everyone wants, you still have to consider it. So I think that's the challenges, because everything else is like, I love music, so I love doing that. I love the work. I love the grind. I love the process of making the music. I love the process of being in the studio while the producer cooks up. Shout out Stu, shout out Devo, shout out Clockwise. You know what I'm saying? Shout out, you know what I'm saying, the producers that I've worked with, who I've been a part of that process, especially with Devo and Clockwise. You know what I'm saying? Even Stu, but just those two, the first two, I really got to sit down and be a part of those processes. You know what I'm saying? So just, I enjoy all of those things. I enjoy the recording. I enjoy being on stage. I enjoy, you know, the anticipation of releases for singles and projects. So when it comes to music, I enjoy that. The hardest part about being in the industry, I mean, everybody wants to be in the industry now. This is not the 80s and 90s where you actually had to be really nice to get on. If you have a phone and a camera and you're consistent enough, you have a following, you can do things. And respectfully, not everybody who's taken that approach is talented or takes music seriously enough. Some people just do it to do it, and then things click for them, and now they have, you know, whatever they have. And not that there's not work, because there's work with this. Anybody who's in a certain situation has to do some kind of work, for real. But some people just said, fuck it, I'm gonna just do it just because. So I think that's the hardest part. Everybody wants to do it, especially being independent. That's where it's hard too. I think being independent is the hardest thing about trying to be in the industry, because if you're not trying to be in the industry and you're independent, you have to do a lot more work because you don't have a system. You don't have a system behind you, backing you. Mm-hmm. You're doing everything on your own.
So I do want to ask you a question about that, but I'm gonna save that for the nitty gritty.
Okay.
But who is somebody that you would want to work with that's already in the industry?
I'm trying to answer that more so off of like what I'm doing and who's doing. Like, I'm trying to make a great song, just versus just wanting to work with like my influences and people I love. I'm trying to think about somebody I would really make a great song with, who's like already on, like somebody who the world knows right now. Yeah. Man, that's a great question. I feel like, you know what? Doja Cat. Yep.
Hold on.
Yep.
Because I wasn't expecting that.
I know.
Doja Cat.
I know. It's crazy, right?
Why?
Because her range, her variety, stupid. And she can really spit. The woman can really spit. She's definitely she's wild. I'm not a fan of everything she's said in the past, but as far as like her artwork and her artistry, she's fire, man. Like, of course, I would love to work with my favorite artists and other people who are doing the thing. Like, shout out to like Killer Mike, who just won a Grammy. You know what I'm saying? The OGs. I have a lot of love for my culture, like the hip hop culture, and there's many people I could sit here and name. But I'm thinking like on a big scale, someone who's out here whamming it. But there's not so many female MCs who are on that high of a level. And Doja Cat is an MC, and she started out rapping, and she's still rapping. So that's somebody who, we would do a fun track. We can go wherever she wants to go with that track. Well, not wherever, but you know what I'm saying. It's limits. But you know, I know she has a creative mind, like, and I know I do. So just us, that collaborative effort would be really dope. That process would be really fun, and seeing what will come of that. And I'm all about making great music, but doing things a little different. It's not what you expect. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you want and what you expect, you'll get that. But that's not. It's not gonna come when you want it. Mm-hmm. It's gonna come on time. You know.
All right, y'all. It's shot o'clock.
Okay, let's get it going. Okay. Let's get it going.
I'll take a shot.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and we got Patron today, y'all.
Patrizi, Patrone. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Let's do it.
It's a
business, more opportunities, more success. Let's get it going.
All right. So you also mentioned that you're a crumper.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
And I did see an Instagram video, and I put it on the screen.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, it's giving back when I was in like what would that be, like early 2000s?
Okay, yep.
So what made you wanna?
So well, I always loved dance. You know what I mean? First and foremost, I've always loved just dance. When I was young, I danced for like 2 years, from like 9 to 11. I did hip hop dancing, but you know that was when I was young. Rise came out in 2005. And, you know, I was doing like imitation crump, you know, as a kid, because I loved it. But I didn't really have anybody who was really taking crump serious around me. When I got older, I did, like, my brothers and them were crumping. Like, I had, like, some of my brothers, some of my homies were crumping. But at that time, I was involved with other things. So I wasn't involved with crump. I wasn't thinking about crump. Again, I always loved dance. I would always watch videos, just, whatever. Again, I knew some people who did, but I was never involved. I ended up doing a rap show. I was performing, and I ended up meeting two people who crump. They invited me to a crump session. I went to the session, and I was like, man, like, I want to do it. I saw two. Shout out to my homie Landmine. Shout out to my homie Street Nerd, my man Dubs. They're bigger fellas, and at the time I was a little bigger. I've been husky my whole life. This is the smallest I've ever been. So they were big and they're moving like crazy, like big dudes. I'm talking like 250, 260 to 300 pounds, moving crazy. And I'm like, wow, that's amazing. And if they can do that, I can do that. It inspired me to want to learn how to do that. So that's what got me into crump, and then ever since then, so I've been crumping for about 5 years, but I've known about the culture for a very long time.
So is Rise the inspiration?
I wouldn't say Rise is the inspiration behind me crumping. No, not at all. I would say, Rise is what opened the doors for crump for a lot of people around the world because it was a movie. So now people learned about crump. They learned about who was crumping in their communities. They learned about the big homies and X, Y, and Z in their communities, and crump became a thing over time. So indirectly, it has inspired me. You know what I'm saying? I remember when it came out, I wasn't crumping then. I didn't crump if that came out in 05, I didn't crump 2019. I wasn't crumping until 14 years later.
Yeah.
But again, I understand the history. You have to understand, just like anything you get into, you have to understand the history of it. So I saw people who were crumping, and I'm like, yo, this is crazy. I want to do this for myself. I needed also an outlet for myself, somewhere where I can express myself, because I was dealing with things in my life where I didn't know where to place that energy. And it felt like crump was the right place for me to do that. And lo and behold, it was the right place for me to do that. So, and it's very spiritual. Crump is also a spiritual. There's many layers to crump. People crump for different reasons, but yeah, crump it's expressive, it's spiritual. It's also a stress reliever. You also are in shape if you take it seriously. You're consistent enough. I lost like 50 pounds fucking with crump. I woke up one day and none of my clothes fit, and I'm like, yo, that's crazy. So, but crump is a lot of things for different people, and there's a lot of different styles of crump. There's a lot of people who crump. The people who are in garage, those are like the OGs of crump. With crump and dance, those are cultures. Like it's like how music and journalism is a whole like world, and there's people you probably know about. I have no idea about, because you do journalism now. You're into podcasts. You might know about some podcasts that I'm not even thinking about. But it's like that with crump and dance. Like everyone just knows tie-dyes and stuff, but people have no idea. Like it's so deep. This shit is real. But yeah, that's me talking about crump. That's what it is.
Okay. So where are you trying to take crumping?
Well, crump is gonna go. Crump is going to evolve on its own, like with or without me. But as far as what I want to do with crump, how I want to contribute to crump, I want to bridge like the crump in the hip hop scene. Is crump like, people know Chris Brown and crump a little bit, and he was tapped in years ago. But I want to do that now. I want to be an artist who's relevant in the music scene, and a crumper who's relevant in the crump scene, and I want to bridge the gap. I aspire to really connect the two worlds, and in that, create opportunities for different people on both ends, and just, have events, where, again, both sides are intertwined, and again, just creating platforms and facilitating people to facilitate. People just meeting at my event, and now other things are popping off just because they met at my event. You know what I'm saying? Just connecting a lot of dots.
Yeah.
That's what I aspire to do. So, and that's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you also mentioned that you do events.
Yes.
You're an event curator.
Yes.
Okay. So what type of events? Is it just
Well, I actually have my own event. So it's called a Cypress Or Ears. It's an annual event. And what I do is I have artists that I have seen work, know them to work, have worked with, or know about them, and I give them a platform. Like it's almost like a concert, if you will. It's not one of the showcases where there's like 15, 20 people, no disrespect to the platforms that do that. But, we focus on these artists. We give everybody a rollout. We give everybody, a chance to sell tickets if they want. They don't have to, because I sell the tickets. I got it. You know what I'm saying? It's my event. But we also have local vendors. So I have vendors who are out here doing their 1-2, and I give them a place to get business. You know what I'm saying? Make their money, gain clientele. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm about. Just giving people opportunities. Again, facilitating. I am a facilitator, so that's what my event's for.
When do you host these events? I know you said that they're annual. So when do you?
Usually September.
Okay.
So September. Usually, every year I've had them. I just had my second one last September.
Okay.
So this year will be the third year when I have it. And yeah, it's dope. I can't say where I have them. You have to buy the ticket to know.
Okay.
But you know what I'm saying? If anything, I'll tell you off camera. But yeah, like beyond that, not for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just on and popping. Again, maybe when things are a little bit more fruitful, you know what I'm saying? Like when a little bit more lucrative, maybe I'll make them more frequent. Maybe I'll have them twice a year. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it'll be every 6 months. You know what I mean? But for right now, I'm gonna have them once a year. And again, like the second one was way crazier than the first one, so we'll see how the third one moves, and then we'll just go from there. We're gonna go up though. That's what I do know.
All right. So, how much are the tickets?
Well, the tickets are expensive. Tickets are expensive. I would say the first what I do is if you buy them earlier, they're cheaper.
Okay.
I usually start promoting in, let's just say, July.
Okay.
Like July. So you have from July to September. From July to maybe a couple of weeks. I would say, let's just say for the first 3 weeks, they might be like $10. They might be. You know what I mean? But after that, they go up to $15.
Yeah.
For the next 2 weeks, they might be $15 because you didn't want it. Okay. Now what we doing? Okay, after 2 weeks, now it's $20. At the door, you gotta pay like, okay, now if they're $20 before, you gotta pay $25 at the door.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, because I'm giving you, like, it's whatever you want to do. And I do it like, you have to buy them ASAP because it's like only like 30, 40 tickets. I'm selling for $10. So, you know what I'm saying? You got to buy them quick. I'm not playing. Like, you know what I'm saying? But then that's what happens. You know, sometimes people see it, sometimes people don't. Sometimes, word of mouth happens. And then next thing you know, like, okay, let me buy a ticket. So I give people time. At the end of the day, I'm not hitting you over the head because some people are out here selling tickets for $30, $40, $50, etc. No, I'm not doing that. It's not that yet. Don't get it twisted. It's gonna get to a point where, the facility and the show is going to be of a higher scale, even higher than it is now. So you're gonna have to spend some bread, but it's always gonna be worth it because it's worth it now. You know what I'm saying? Because now you're coming in here. Usually where I have it, you can smoke inside, you can drink inside. There's drinks available if you want drinks. You can bring drink, BYOB. It's a vibe. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that's just the aesthetic that I have. And we'll just see how things continue to elevate in the future with year 3 and beyond.
Yeah. Okay. I'm glad to hear that that's going up for you.
Thank you.
I know that's something that's really hard to do. Is getting people together. That's the hardest thing. But it sounds like it's doing well.
No bullshit. It's going well. I appreciate you. And I salute you and what you're doing, Miss Lady. You know what I'm saying? I saw your episode aired like the first one 5 months ago. I saw that. So keep going. Just keep going. Keep doing what you do. You know what I'm saying? It's dope that you have artists and local vendors and people who are doing different things in the city. I saw that you had the baddies and daddies people I had, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've been, you know what I'm saying? I watched, you know what I'm saying? I did my research. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? What the girl Kat, you know what I'm saying? The makeup artist. Yeah. You had the homie Zuda Ink on here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I see. Yo, keep doing what you do. For real, this is dope. Cause I might not know these people personally, but I've seen or heard their names. So it's dope. Like, keep moving and doing this. You're gonna grow. You know what I'm saying? Just keep being consistent. Keep being professional. Keep doing what it is you're doing right now. It's going to expand. Yo, this is fire. I appreciate you.
Of course, and we're all just going to get up.
That's it. Yeah, yo, word up. I had to say that real quick. You know what I'm saying? I didn't mean to interrupt, but I had to say that real quick.
I appreciate you. No doubt. Well, y'all, that calls for a shot o'clock.
Oh, look, you about to get us fucked up. Okay, let's do it. Pour me half this time.
Okay, I got you.
She's trying to get niggas lit. Now the questions are about to get good. That's what that means.
Because I was just gonna say we gonna get into
let's spark this other blunt. Let's get it going. Yeah, I'm with it though. Calm things down a little bit. Shoot, this is good. See, I like wine like this. I don't like that tart wine.
Yeah, I don't like that bitter wine. It's crazy. I
don't like that. Like I don't want that. Cheers. Let's do it, man. Salud. Woo.
All right, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and get into the nitty gritty, and the nitty gritty is everything but business. How personal we get is up to you. Okay. I take no comment as a comment. I'm not pushy.
Okay.
All right.
Let's get it going. This is gonna be interesting.
So, first question, of course, you already know. What is your relationship status?
No comment.
No comment. All right. So, what is your type?
I would say that's interesting for me because I'm more of like a you have to it's I'm really about like really when I was younger I could answer that better. I guess now I would say a black woman with locks, like a preferably like a dark skinned woman with locks. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm really just like a natural like vibe person.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not gonna lie, for a dark skinned brown woman with locks got like that, I'm gonna look like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just my steez. But I guess you could say for my type. But usually like organically, things have to make sense. You know what I'm saying? But I had to learn the difference between because not every vibe is a good vibe. So you know what I'm saying? So now I'm more careful of that. Yeah.
And what is your sexual orientation?
I'm a heterosexual male.
Okay.
I like and love women.
Okay.
That is my preference. I'm not knocking and discriminating to anybody else and what their preferences are. My preference, how I am, I love women.
All right. So do you have any kids?
No.
Okay.
Not as of right now. And I'm not expecting any. But, you know, one day I would like to have some children.
Okay. And if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I'll be 30 in April, 29 years old.
Okay. So you are a Taurus.
I am.
Okay. All right.
Oh, hey, but excuse me. And what are you? A Gemini. You're a Gemini.
Yes.
Yeah, y'all are. Mutual. Touche.
Okay. What is your support system like?
That's funny, right? It's a good question. No, but my real support system, the people that are actually supportive of me are consistent. They when I do ask, I'm very independent. I do my best not to ask, but sometimes I do have to ask. Sometimes I need help. So the people that I do ask for help, they help me. Sometimes I don't even know I need help and they help. So my core, the very few people who I would consider my support system, it's solid. You know what I mean? I value them. I appreciate them. You know, shout out to my mom. You know, that's who I'm gonna shout out. You know, everybody else who's in my support system, you know exactly who they are. My mother, she's very instrumental in my life. I'm grateful for her. You know what I'm saying? I'll shout out Montevelli because Montevelli's in K West marketing. That's my digital marketing manager. You know what I'm saying? They manage what I have going on there. They help me. You know what I'm saying? And they're just actually my marketing manager, rather. You know what I'm saying? They help me with that aspect of things and what I got going on now. And my bros, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my bros. You know what I'm saying? My real brothers, the brothers who hit me up in real time, who call me, who if I call them, they answer me back. You know what I'm saying? My real people, the real people who really there for me, who really go out their way to help me, to talk to me, to understand me. Shout out to them. Shout out to all those people.
Yeah. So how do you feel and where do you stand? I'm sorry, y'all know I'm gonna get deep a little bit. How do you feel? Where do you stand with mental health?
I spent 5 years working for a mental health company. You know, I am somebody who's very cognizant of mental health. My younger brother, he went to a private school because he has ODD, like which is obsessive defiance disorder. So basically, he wouldn't listen. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have mental health issues, but I know mental health is very real. I am a believer in, you know, being mindful, taking your time to, you know, to care for yourself, to care for your mental health, to be as aware as you possibly can. You know, people are out here battling depression. You know, and it's real. There are different levels of different types of and forms of mental health. So I mean, I'm an advocate for mental health. I'm a champion for it. I support it. You know what I mean? I do my best not to play about certain things because of it. So yeah, you know what I mean? It's real. I've lost people to suicide. You know what I'm saying? So it's real. You know what I mean? It's very real. And again, I'm an advocate and a supporter of mental health. You know, elevation and people being very careful of their mental health.
Yeah. So do you carry that into your career as well?
As far as what do you mean?
Like you said that you're an advocate for mental health, and most advocates for mental health usually tie some type of some level of that into their career?
I would say I do my best to touch on some real things in my music.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I talk about, one of my songs is called Never Quit. Life is real, so it's just like, just being persistent. It's some good shit. I love it. I love it when that happens. But no, just really making sure you're I champion it through my music, just pushing through. I'm fighting, you know what I'm saying? I'm manifesting, I'm claiming what's mine because I'm working for it, because I've gone through it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that's how I'm doing that, when I'm in a more settled and proper situation where my foundation is even more secure. I'll definitely be, look to invest and tie certain things. But what I'm doing, like even Crump, we talk about mental health. There are groups for mental health in the Crump community. There are people who are battling substance abuse. There are people who Crump to literally sit here and not touch a bottle or touch a needle. You know what I'm saying? There are people who Crump to keep their mind clear. You know what I'm saying? And stop themselves from doing certain things. There are people who gangbang and Crump to keep themselves from the streets and out here doing X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, mental health, I'm around it very often. And what I plan on doing, I hope and I do believe will help people who are battling mental health. And it'll draw people in, whether or not they want to rap, Crump, do both, do neither. It'll just give them a safe space, you know what I'm saying, to be, whether or not they come or they listen to what I'm spewing out, you know what I'm saying. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna lighten it up from there, y'all, and we're gonna get into the game.
Okay.
Okay. So I have, let's get deep here. Okay. So I have some questions here.
Okay. Let's get it going.
And we'll both play the game. All right. So you can pick a card. And you can read your card if you want.
Okay. If you had to give up one position for the rest of your life, which one would you rule out? Like, are they talking about sexual position?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Wow. Okay. If I had to give up one, I'm trying to think about one I don't do. Haven't done. Shoot, let's see. What? Let me get a shot.
Want a shot?
Yeah, I want a shot.
Okay.
I'm trying to think, because that's a really good question. That's how good that question is. I want a shot. Help me figure it out, because I'm trying to think. That's a really good question. Damn. You have to give up one position for the rest of your life. Like, I could never do it again. I guess what is it? What's it called? I guess when you're the sideways doggy when you're laying down. Like when you first wake up, like if you grab some, like, I guess I'll give that one though. There's a lot of things I can do to substitute that one. And that's kind of like not lazy. It's kind of lazy because you just like you can wake up and just you ain't gotta do nothing. So I guess I would give that one though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Getting hickeys, yes or no? Absolutely not. I'm not getting no hickeys. I'm not giving you no hickeys. It's not cute. Okay? In my opinion, because I know some of y'all like that stuff. Go ahead, you can look it up.
What are 3 things you look for in a partner? Like, are they talking about a sexual partner or a partner?
A partner in general, like something that your top 3 things that you damn, I can't say the word. You know what I mean?
I know what you require.
Yes.
Require. Yeah. Okay, I got you.
You know.
But I would say no. How vulnerable can you be? You know what I'm saying? Not emotional, but how vulnerable can you be? How open can you get? Because if you're willing to get like open and be transparent about some of the realest things or some things that you don't want to talk to everybody about with me, that shows me like where you're at with me. I would say that consistency. Okay. Just overall consistency. I won't even sit here and dive too deep into that, but just like being consistent and just knowing how you feel about me. You know what I'm saying? Take your time. Like, cause I'm gonna take my time. I'm not rushing. Like, and if like when you know, but like let's, you know what I'm saying? Like, be consistent. Yeah. Like if this is what you want to do, all right, let's Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I don't want to like I guess like of course you could say loyalty and trust. Of course, like because those of course you want those things. But I mean for those things that I mentioned, you have to be loyal and trust. You have to have loyalty and trust because it's like why be vulnerable with somebody if you're not going to trust them?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or sit here and just be consistent with them if you're not gonna. You know what I'm saying? So. But I will say, because I feel like those things, I shouldn't have to look for those things. If I'm gonna rock with you, I should know, like I have to, like loyalty and trust. Like I can't force you to have that. So I'm not gonna mention those things. The last thing, reciprocation, and just overall being able to match my energy. Because I'm gonna tell you when you're not right.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me when I'm not right. Tell me what I need to be better at. Give me ideas, expand my mind, help me think about different things that I might not be thinking about. Compatible as we are also opposites. So I want to help you think about things from a different angle. And I want you to do the same for me. So I would say reciprocation, matching my energy. That would be the third thing. So vulnerability, consistency, and just, like I said, reciprocation and matching my energy. Those are things like that I look for before I'm going to sit here and build with you.
Okay. If you could change how you lost your virginity, what would you?
That's a good one.
Okay, let's be transparent here. Okay, I'll answer the question. Okay, so I would say no. I don't necessarily feel like anything was wrong with how I lost my virginity, especially because I ended up with that person for 10 years on and off. So yeah,
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
that's what's up. Salute.
I mean, we ain't together now, man, but
hey,
yeah,
life be lifing. Life be lifing.
Yeah.
Life definitely be lifing. Do you? Hell no. Hell no. But why is it's a question for me.
I don't even know what question it is.
It's not even a question for me. You can read that one out loud. No. Yeah, because I don't do that. I don't. Do you enjoy a finger up the? Nah, I don't enjoy no finger. You ain't doing it. Look, if you're not using your fingers, we don't.
Okay, go ahead, pick another one.
Yeah, cause that's crazy, brother. This is not for me.
Yeah,
it's for somebody else. What is your opinion on open relationships? Let's see. I don't know if they're for me, but I don't think there's anything wrong with them. That's a level of transparency and responsibility everybody has to have. See, because if you're gonna have an open relationship, you need to be open about what you're doing. And if you're doing things, especially if you're involved sexually with that person and other people, everyone needs to be responsible and transparent about what's going on. And again, because that means you have to keep not only tabs of yourself, but you have to hope that whoever you're dealing with, that they keep tabs on whoever they're dealing with. But whoever they're dealing with could be different. You see what I'm saying? It kind of gets messy. So like I said, that's not really my steez. That's not really for me, but salute to the people who want to do that. That's their business. That's their boat. I let them ride that wave. You know what I mean? That's not really my steez. Nah. So it's not for everybody. I know a lot of the women that I know, they're not going for it. They're not going for it.
Most women ain't.
Shoot, I know. Look, and I will tell you this. I'll tell you on the same hand. I know a lot of interesting women. I know a lot of different types of people. For real. So some women I know are going for it. Open relationships, polygamy. Some women want to, and they're not. Some women I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, it's interesting. This world is times have changed. Times are interesting, and it's not even that. It's new, but it's open now. Everybody's free about it now. So a lot of people living in their truth. Yeah, but whatever.
Okay, so I'm gonna pick this one. Have you ever? Have you ever slept with someone because you felt bad for them?
That's crazy.
Okay. I mean, that's a hard question because okay. I wouldn't say I have, to be honest. I wouldn't say I have. Because I wouldn't say I necessarily felt bad for them, but it's like they wanted it, and I was just like, okay, fine. You know, it's like shit. I don't know. You know, I don't know.
So like, I don't even know how to describe that because like, did you want it too?
I mean, to a certain extent,
you had to want it, I guess.
To a certain extent, right? But it was like I wasn't expecting it. It wasn't something that I was ready for.
Caught you off guard.
It caught me off real bad. Real bad.
But you were like, okay.
Yeah.
This is okay.
Yeah. And I didn't get touched. So, you know, we not did that. Okay, here you go.
I'm gonna let you live. This is your show. I'm gonna let you live on your show. Cause that's crazy. What is that? What is even that? As they would say. Wow. Let me pick a card. Yeah, let me pick this card. What is your favorite part of the body? The mind. Man.
That gets so deep.
Cause yo. Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and explain. You know, why is it the mind for you? Because I know you're really, you know.
That's just. I mean, how you think about things is how you approach a lot of things a lot of times. Like how you do a lot of things. Like even, like regardless of what it is. Like even sex. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like there's a certain mind state that you are in and that you operate in. Like that you have to do certain things. Like to be, you know, like just that and just musicians and poets just in mind. Like but like as far as women, like okay, I'll change the answer, I guess. So I should get, y'all want me to get niggerish, okay?
We can't say all that.
No. Y'all want the tea, right? Let me see. Everybody want the tea. What's my favorite part of the body? That's hard because it's like when I say I don't have a type, I mean that's really to be the vibe. So it's like, what do I look for? I'm trying to think like
you like titties, you like ass, you like good skin, good teeth.
Okay, that helps. I get a little perspective. I would say good skin, because that means like you know you're taking care of, like for the most part you're taking care of yourself. It's like just good hygiene. I don't even know if that's not part of the body, but
it got something to do with the body.
Yeah, like if I like giving you a hug and you smell good, with, like just naturally, like no, like everybody gets cold. Like when you hug someone, you get close. Like it just smell good. Like oh, okay, yeah, word, like that. I love that. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially when you're dealing with somebody. Like, yeah, good skin, and I guess eyes, just because, like you know what I'm saying? Like respectfully, my eyes are different. You know what I'm saying? So I always appreciate some fierce eyes like that, some beautiful eyes. Damn, that's hard. I guess it's hard. Now you want me to pick one. It's hard. That's why it's hard to just pick one. You can't just pick one thing. I just appreciate different things about women. I love women, man. Y'all are beautiful, especially about black women. Y'all got it, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. But yeah, I love me some booty. I ain't gonna lie. Like I love me a nice even like since I was a big booty, small booties. It's nice. It has a nice shape. I'm not mad at it. You know what I'm saying? Like a nice, you know what I'm saying? Like a nice little, you know what I mean?
All right.
You know, peaches. I like peach. I like, you know, apples, apple bottoms and all that. I like the fruit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I like my women fresh and ripe. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay. Okay, all right.
Take control. I'm Mr. Take Control. That's it.
Okay.
That's what that is. Make sure y'all go listen to it. Everybody go listen to that song. Take Control. MC EyeFlo. Y'all listen to a little bit of how I give it up. Just a little tiny smidge.
Okay, we're gonna put a cut out. All right. So the last question, y'all. Shower sex or car sex? I would have to say car sex because I tried shower sex and it just don't work for me. It's not for me. Okay. Car sex is a little more doable, you know? That's what I want to go with.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I don't like shower sex. So I'm not really, I haven't really experienced, I can't say too much about car sex. It's not really, I haven't done that. I have a car, I haven't had car sex.
What?
So I haven't had sex in my car yet. No.
So you're in the bed type of guy, in the house type of guy?
Not just in the bed, in the house. Don't get it twisted.
Oh, okay. Just everywhere else.
I haven't had sex in my car yet. That's all. I just haven't had sex in my car yet.
Okay.
So I'm not rushing it to happen whenever it's supposed to happen. I just haven't had sex in my car. So
all right. Okay. So that's the end of that game.
okay.
All right. Now I do have one last question for you before we end this video.
All right.
All right. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Secure, first of all.
Mm-hmm.
Just secure. I'll see myself financially stable. Things will have elevated with my music career, and I will have ventured out into just doing more event curation. I'll have branched the music and, you know, the crump together.
Mm-hmm.
You know, ideas that I have, I'm not going to speak on them out here on camera, but ideas that I have will have come to fruition because I have put myself in a position to also do these things based off the things that I want to do. And also just being solid, just being secure and solid. My music growing, my music expanding, having a way bigger fan base, you know, doing music at a high level. I'm not going to be doing music like how I'm doing music right now. I won't be doing music like this in 5 years. It's going to be at a higher level. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not, you know, there's no limit. I'm not going to put a cap or a ceiling on what 5 years will be. Cliche as it sounds, a lot of shit can change in a year.
Hello?
So
It might be like that.
So honestly, 5 years from now, I honestly don't have an overall landscape of how exactly it's going to look. But what I do know is that I'm going to be, you know, I'm going to be financially secure, orchestrate a lot of movement, and just continue to facilitate. And honestly, like myself and my family, my people, and just moving and really just remaining strong. Mm-hmm. So being consistent. But life is going to get real. It's going to be challenging. I know that life is just life. There's never a time when shit isn't real. You know what I'm saying? But we'll push through those things and I will make it. You know what I'm saying? So 5 years from now, look successful.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, it was so good having you come on the show.
Thank you.
And we will definitely have you back for a part 2.
I'm looking forward to that.
About it a little bit already, but we're talking about it some more.
For sure, without question. I'm looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm. So go ahead and tell the people where they can find you at.
Look, y'all can find me almost everywhere at MC EyeFlo, but I'll break it down. So on Instagram, it's MC EyeFlo, MCEYEFLO _official. You know what I'm saying? That's on Instagram. On Facebook, it's MC EyeFlo. On Twitter, it's MC_EyeFlo. My music is available everywhere. YouTube, all digital streaming platforms. Go listen to Take Control. You know what I'm saying? Visualize is coming soon. Have a lot of things in the works. Make sure y'all tap in. Follow me. I follow back. I tap in. I'm engaging. All that, man. It's love. Make sure you tune into my website, too. You know what I'm saying? MCEyeflo.com. You know what I'm saying? Just get into all of that. You know what I'm saying? Just follow me, man. I'm everywhere. MC EyeFlo. There's only one. MCEYEFLO. There's only one, man. Get familiar, get privy to the boy, man, on dogs.
All right. Word. And y'all know his links will be in the description down below. So go ahead and check him out. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about EyeFlo here. Check him out, like I said. And we out, y'all. Bye.
Appreciate you for having me. Thank you. Thank you so much. This was so dope. Boston.